We now return to the Transformers.
Hello guys and welcome back. This is your buddy Cybertron back at you again with a Transformers video review. Today I'll be doing an unboxing and review on this guy from the Siege War for Cybertron line. It's everybody's favorite medic, Ratchet. Want to unbox this guy, we're going to check it out. We'll take a look at it in his transformation. We'll take a look at the new accessories that we see there. And I'm really excited because this is not an easy figure to come by if you didn't get it from Walgreens. For those of you who don't know, he was a Walgreens exclusive. And if you didn't get them in the store, more than likely we're going to end up paying a lot of money to scalpers and whatnot. Everybody boosting up the price. So I'm really happy I got him. This is my first Ratchet figure I ever have in the Transformers. So I'm excited about it. The sculpt looks good. I mean, he's kind of looks like just a redo of Ironhide, but we're going to unbox him and take a look. So stay tuned, guys. Before we go any further, though, I'll ask that you hit the like and subscribe button. Stay in tune with the Cybertron channel. Something so simple goes a long way for me. So if you can, please do so. So let's get to this figure and check it out. All right, guys, before we do anything, let's take a look at the packaging. So right there, we noticed that he does come with a new translucent blue plastic there. He comes with his nice new accessories I see there. On the side there, we have some nice artwork of Ratchet doing his thing. He looks like he's shooting somebody and ready to whack somebody with a plier there. So that looks cool. The other side, it has that nice Siege War for Cybertron artwork, which we should be getting a series soon from Netflix. And if we look at the back there, we notice Ratchet in his robot mode. On the back there, it shows him in a medical bay mode, which I didn't know he does. And on the bottom there, he has him the vehicle mode. So it looks like it's 17 steps to transform him into robot and 9 to do it on the vehicle mode. So let's take a look at this, guys. We'll open it up, check it out. Alright, guys, so here's a look at Ratchet with the inside bubble. We notice the accessory right there. Here's a look at the front of him and the back of him with the inside bubble. And here's a quick look at the instructional pamphlet that he comes with. And if we open it up here, we'll take a look at the steps. And there's the stats and all the details on the weapons. And here's a look, I guess, at his first transformation, which is a 17-step transformation, which is the medical bay. And when we turn it around, it shows us from the medical bay position to the vehicle mode. So that's pretty good. If you want to pause it to check it out, you can. Alright, guys, now that we have the figure out of the packaging, my first reaction to this is, wow, man, this figure looks amazing. And I really do like it a whole lot more than the Ironhide figure. For the simple things that it has, it makes such a big difference. And it doesn't feel like a complete a repaint of the figure. It feels like an all-new figure for some reason. So if you look there, we'll notice it has all the details of Ratchet. And as we know, Ratchet and Ironhide, they're the same toy painted, one red, one white in the original G1 cartoon and in the toys. So I think they definitely did a good job of doing this to the Siege line, and I'm so happy that they brought this figure and did it the way they did. So let's take a closer look at it. Alright, we'll start by taking a look at the head sculpt there. And if we notice the head sculpt, it's a brand new head sculpt. It's not Ironhide's at all. So we notice there he has that nice iconic crest that he has on the front of his helmet. His face is painted like a very light gray coloring. Does have those nice blue eyes, and there's some detailing there on the helmet part. When we look at the chest area there, we notice that he does have a blue translucent windshield there on the front and some red paint on the top there, and it really looks good. I think it was the color pattern that put me onto this figure, and I said, wow, he looks just great. If we look at the arms there, he has some touches of red paint there and some paint right there. I kind of wish they would have did a cross like he has on the original cartoon, but I think it looks great like that. When we look at his wrist right there, we notice that he does have some painting there, and something so subtle can make a world of difference in a figure. And if we look at the other side, it looks great as well. On the hand there, it's kind of an off-white, very light gray, very similar to the face color there. So I don't know if you can see that. And we look on the front there, he does have that nice Autobot logo. On the legs there, he has Little touches of red paint there, and on the feet he has 2 little squares. We look at the back there, we notice there's a lot of hollowness, very similar to the Ironhide figure, but I don't know, it looks okay to me. Some people gripe over it, and there's actually kits that you can put to fill those spots up, but you don't really have to do it because you're never going to look at it in this way anyway. And if we notice there on the top there, man, there's like a silvery bluish paint there, which really looks nice, man. And it's something so simple that it's an all white figure, but the highlights, those little things, those little bits of detail just make it look so nice. And if we look on the feet there, looks like there's some either battle damage simulating paint, some scuffs there. It looks like fingerprints almost, like he just smudged little bits of like dirt over it. So that's it there. On the bottom we have some details, and overall I'm really impressed with this robot mode. Let's get into the articulation and check that out. First, start off at the head. Can rotate 360 degrees, can tilt left and right, forward and back, and man, I love that head mold, man. It looks so great. On the arms there, the arms can rotate around at the shoulder 360 degrees. You can tilt up and down like that. They can go out and in. It does have that nice bicep swivel joint. The elbow can rotate 90 degrees, and the hands can rotate around 360 degrees. He has that swivel joint there at the waist, which can rotate 360 degrees. On the legs, they do go out and in. They can rotate forward and back 180 degrees. It does have that thigh swivel joint as well. On the knee, it can bend 90 degrees like so, and it can pivot the foot right there. So there's all the articulation. With all those articulation, let's see if we can get in some cool poses. Alright guys, let's take a look at the accessories now. It does come with this one accessory, which turns out to be 3 accessories. So if we look at it here, this is it in its combined form. And I think this is really nice because this is a really unique accessory that I didn't see any of the other figures coming with some repair accessories. So he's the first one that I've seen so far with accessories like this. So it's painted in a nice metallic silver paint, and we notice all the details there. This is it combined totally, and on the bottom there in the jointed area, it's like a light gray paint. So we'll separate this here. So this can actually, in the pamphlet, it describes it as a launcher. So this is kind of like a missile you can have from the launcher there, or you can have it there as his pistol, which most people are going to put this as his pistol, or like a welding gun like he had in the cartoon. We'll take a look at the launcher piece now in the middle. It does have, see there, one porthole there and one in the back, and it does have 2 joints there that can rotate the top piece like so, and the bottom also, so that can actually port into some of the portholes that he has. So there's a look at it. Notice that was nice, that nice detail on it. And on the last part here, which is really cool, he comes with like a kind of like a plier part, and we know that Ratchet is the repair guy for the Autobot. So I'm really happy that they came out with this, and I kind of wish they would have came out with the Earthrise Wheeljack figure with some tools and stuff, but he's the only one that I've seen that comes with the tools. So you notice there has a lot of nice detail there. I'm so happy they came out with this to come with Ratchet, so that's awesome. Alright guys, we're going to do a quick comparison now with the Siege Ironhide figure and the Siege Ratchet figure. So right off the bat, we noticed there that the differences are the head sculpts immediately. They have 2 different head sculpts, brand new. But to my surprise, they do have more than that are different. If we look at the shoulders there, we notice that there are different molds on the shoulders. On the forearms there are different. We have different detailing on that. On the crotch area, it's a completely different mold as well. On the legs there, even though they look the same, it's a different mold. They have different detailings on each of them. The feet look the same, so that's the same there. If we look at the back there, if we notice there are different bumpers right there, and from Ironhide. So you don't have to feel bad about getting this figure and feeling like you're just getting a repaint of Ironhide, because it's not. So I'm really happy about that, because I kind of thought they were going to be the same thing, but they're not. And if you notice there, the subtle details that they put on Ratchet there, we noticed that that blue there makes it really pop. And I kind of wish that Ironhide had it as well, but it's okay. So there's a comparison of it, so you can take a look at how both of these are. So alright guys, let's get into the transformation now. I'm going to transform him into the medical bay form, so let's do this. Alright guys, now that I have him transformed, here's a look at Ratchet in his medical bay form. So I didn't really do much in the transformation, so I just basically flipped down his head, rotated the shoulders and all that, and pulled up the bumper. But if we notice here, I thought this was a really cool idea. I don't know if it was executed the right way, but if we notice, we can put it like in a medical bay type thing, so we can have kind of like this part right here fitting around, and then having this part either scanning or like welding something together. So you can't, I don't know what Autobot fits there, or if it's just for the mini bots, but I thought it was a cool feature and a cool idea that they did add that, knowing that he is the medical bay for the medical Autobot in the team. So here's a look at it. And one thing I didn't notice, if we look at the parts right here, we notice that he does have detailing of like a computer there on that side on the shoulder, and on this side as well. So if you look closely on that part, you'll notice that he does have like a little detailing of like a computer there. And on the side here, if we notice, I'll take this out, he does have detailing of like tools and stuff. So I thought that was really cool, man. I think they did a really good job as far as the figure goes, and adding little knickknacks like that, it goes a long way. So there's a look at it. So now we're going to transform him in the vehicle mode. Let's do this. Alright guys, now that we have this thing in its alternate mode, you can see it wasn't too bad, and it's spot on similar to the Siege Ironhide figure. So now that we have it in its alternate mode, let's take a look at it. Notice the front there, the nice blue translucent plastic, and the windshield really looks nice. We have that nice striping there. On the front, we noticed the four lights, and it's could have been different paint in the middle there like Ironhide's, but it still looks really great. Front there, we notice the front bumper there with all that detail, which looks nice. It's very subtle. On the side there, we notice we have some red paint there on the back part, and on the front and in the middle, which looks great. I wish they would have added some paint on the wheels. I think that would have been great if they would have added like either black on the outside, kind of like tires. I thought it could have just been better on that aspect, but it's not too bad. Notice the back there. That's part of the feet. I don't know what that detail is supposed to be, maybe like boosters or anything, but I'm assuming you can attach the effects on the back there. On the other side, the same thing as well. On the top there, we notice we have some striping from the arms, and to my surprise, the two shoulders form together on this part to form like a siren. We know that he was an emergency vehicle in the G1, and he's emergency vehicle now, and we could clearly see it on the shoulder parts there that transformed and combined together. I was wondering why it was that shape, so now we can see it's kind of meant to simulate the siren light, so that's really cool. So on the bottom there, we have very minimal kibble, and I think it looks great in his alternate form. So we'll take a look at the figure in his alternate mode, take a look at him some figures from the line. Alright guys, so there's my unboxing and review on the Siege War for Cybertron Ratchet figure. I really do like this figure, and I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I love the robot mode, I love the alternate mode, and I love the accessories. It doesn't take too much as a copy of Ironhide, so I'm glad about that. And I think this is a great addition to the Siege War for Cybertron collection. So if you see it out there, grab it guys. This is Chukatron signing out, saying peace, love, harmony, and God bless. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, chances are you'll enjoy another one. Hit the subscribe and notification bell for more Chukatron content.